everybody. Yeah, Monika. No, I'm going to interview Monika now. So that's going to be really exciting. And we're doing our 9 people with 9 awakenings. So it's now Monika's turn.
Amazing.
Great, superb.
I'm
Okay,
ready.
so let's get right down into it. So under 9 minutes. Okay, so what was your first spiritual experience?
Coming from a Catholic family and Catholic country, meaning Poland, I have to link my spiritual experiences to my religion. As a very small child, I was very in love with their religion, with the church, and they were my first spiritual experiences. However, I have to say then I got disillusioned with the structured religion, and in my early teens, I confused religion with spirituality and left both of them. But it has to be back to their childhood and that religious experiences.
Okay. So, what was your most profound spiritual experience?
The most profound spiritual experience is certainly the one I had at Abruzzo Borgo. And I visited Nikki at Abruzzo Borgo for the very first time. I didn't expect, I didn't plan, and I didn't know much about the kind of experience I was about to get. And therefore, I call it the most profound. I had a vision. I saw the nature spirits, and I didn't know much about them. With other experiences, I can say that I would prepare myself, or maybe I would ask for them. With this one, I did not ask for them. The nature spirits came to say hi, and it was amazingly beautiful and definitely the most profound one I've had so far.
Good. Okay, great. Okay, was it difficult or uncomfortable in some way?
Yes, it was for me. I had challenges around spiritual protection. I did when I came back to my spiritual path years after my childhood. I did not know much about spiritual protection, and that chapter in my spiritual awakening journey was quite unpleasant, I have to say. Now I know why. Now I understand ways of protecting myself. And I got there eventually, but I went through a stage when it was rather unpleasant.
Okay, great. Okay. So, what are the benefits that you've had from your spiritual experience?
So many, and so I'm so grateful for all of them. I don't say it lightly, but it has changed my life for the better. I got my peace, internal peace. I'm managing my emotions much better. There were the challenges I had in the past. I've gained clarity and peace, and that's, to me, is the biggest achievement in my life so far.
Great. Okay. So, have you had a special teacher or spiritual teacher or teachers?
Yes, I started actually from Louise Hay, when I just needed that comfort of Louise Hay's therapeutic voice and those beautiful messages, the healing messages she's sending. So I started from Louise Hay, and then gradually I was meeting different teachers and learning different lessons. So there was a lady called Natalie Ledwell, an Australian lady who had I still remember that, an online course about law of attraction, which I really loved. So that's why I always say I will remember her because of that course. I've learned so much about gratitude and kindness. And then the Abraham Hicks teachings are speaking loudly to me. Sadhguru, I know you are fond of her, so it's your guru. So I do list him as a great influence. And Dr. Joe Dispenza as well.
Okay, great. Okay, so what spiritual advice would you give to someone who's starting out on their spiritual journey?
To not delay, because that journey is worth every single minute, and to stay open and trust. You have it all. And it's all within you, and the journey might be bumpy at times, but it's definitely worth it.
Good one. Okay. So, what advice would you give to someone who's further along in their spiritual journey?
That's a good question. I think not to forget that we are all going through a different through different experiences, a different path. And whether we are further or not so along that path, it's still our own personal journey. So there are no rights, no wrongs, and I think it's worth remembering it.
Okay, great. Okay, what key lesson has stood out for you?
The key lesson has to be again about trusting the inner capacity, and that we have it all. We might forget it, but it is all within ourselves. So just whenever everything, and especially now with times of COVID-19, everything seems to be going into a chaos. But we have it. We have that order inside of us, and that's where we need to go to find the peace and joy, internal one.
Superb. Okay. So the last one, what is your favorite spiritual practice and how has it contributed to your spiritual awakening?
So to me, it has to be meditation. I love meditating. I found my spirit guides through meditation. I found my spirit animal through meditation. Actually, again, with the help of Nikki's cat from Abruzzo. So I'm destined to spend time there. It's a powerful tool and so helpful in spiritual journey. I can't imagine not meditating. But I also want to mention one more thing, a little cheeky one. The divine energy healing, which I've discovered recently, is amazing too. And we can heal ourselves, and that's the power I'm just learning about currently. So, but meditation is the key. If it has to be one, it's the meditation.
Superb, fabulous. Well, thanks so much, Monika. And we've done it inside 9 minutes.
Amazing. Yay. Thank you so much for having me for this wonderful series.
Absolutely. And I think you're going to be interviewing me in about, 20 minutes is it? No, 15 minutes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So we'll have to swap clothes or not swap clothes.
Put the scarf on. Okay, I'll see you shortly.
Yeah, okay, before I dig a hole and sort of stuck it into it. All right, you take care.
Bye for now.
See ya. Bye.